Hey, George Osborne was here last week. Why are the Conservative Party so keen to target Harlow in the Remain campaign?
Well, we're looking right across the east of England. This region, there are 300,000 people working here whose jobs depend on trade with the European Union. 56% of what we make and sell in this region goes to the EU, and we want to be here to say this: the right answer for jobs, for livelihoods, for people to have more opportunities is to stay in a reformed European Union. That's what it's about. It's about jobs, jobs, jobs. I want us to make more things, sell more things, employ more people, see more people get life chances, and this firm is a classic example of that. It supplies the aerospace industry. The aerospace industry is unquestionably better off inside the European Union, working and collaborating with other customers and suppliers, and so I wanted to come and make that point right here.
Next question.
Yeah, are you trying to keep it away from immigration? Because a lot of times, as a Harlow business and Harlow journalist, it's getting back to that time and time again. Are you trying to avoid that?
No, I'm not avoiding any issues. I think we need to talk about all the issues. But to me, the economy is the most important one, because if you've got good trade with Europe, you've got more jobs, a strong economy, that's the answer to all the other questions. You know, that's how we strengthen the health service. That's how we pay for our schools. That's how we cut people's taxes. That's how we pay for good pensions. And if we came out of Europe, we'd have a smaller economy. And if you've got a smaller economy, you have fewer jobs, less money for the health service, less money for schools, and all the rest of it. So there are important ways of controlling immigration, and I think the best thing to do is to bring in my changes, which mean that you have to work here for 4 years before you get full access to welfare benefits. But we only get those changes if we stay in the European Union. But I think the wrong way to go about this is wrecking our economy by pulling out.
BBC Essex listeners say they find the Remain campaign too negative, they're bombarded with stats, they are concerned about immigration. What can you say positively about EU immigration that might make them vote Remain?
Well, there are lots of people from European Union countries that come here and work very hard. There are 50,000 EU nationals, French and Germans and Italians and Spanish and others, working in our NHS as doctors and nurses and care assistants. In our social care system, looking after our elderly people, our elderly relatives with dementia and other conditions as they come to the end of their lives, there are 60,000 people from other European Union countries doing that vital work. So we do benefit from people coming here and working.
Robert Half, when you see this visit by the Prime Minister to Robert Stewart as a vital visit to a company who are at a vital time?
It's incredibly important. I mean, this company is central to Harlow. It's been here for over 30 years. It employs 80 Harlow residents. It's one of the most successful companies in the world in terms of supplying materials for aircraft. So much of their business is with the European Union, and they have been told, and they have said to me, they wrote to me, to say that if we leave the European Union, they will lose supplies because the people in the single market will go locally, who they supply to. That will affect jobs here.
And the Prime Minister seemed very interested on the products being made here and the business being made and where these products are going.
Well, although of course the Prime Minister came here because he wanted to discuss with them the company about the European Union, but he also wanted to see the work they do. It's one of the most famous companies in the world in terms of providing materials for aircraft, and the technology here, this is done by Harlow residents. The company's been here for over 30 years, and we should be proud. It's a historic day because the Prime Minister's come to Harlow. Harlow should be proud, whatever one's views on Europe. Harlow should be proud, the company is proud, and above all, the workforce who make this company such a success, Harlow workforce, should be incredibly proud as well.
And on the theme of business, and I know it's a bit of a straw poll yesterday at the Harlow Business Exhibition, but more companies want to stay in.
Well, as I understand it, I've just heard the result this morning. I think it was put out on Twitter. There was a poll done, and over 55% of the companies there said it's better for jobs, we're safer, stronger and better off. Being in the European Union, it's a leap in the dark, and it puts jobs at risk in Harlow if we leave. Actually, I'll tell you another story, if I may. It's a Harlow furniture company based locally said to me that over the last 4 weeks their business has been less. A small company, not a big company again, not bankers, not part of the establishment, not looking for gongs, they just want to earn a living, providing for themselves and their employees. They said to me, I said, why is your business suffering over the last month? And the answer was that when they sell to bigger companies, corporates, and these corporates are saying that if Britain leaves the European Union, they will leave Britain and go and set up headquarters in Europe. So that's why they're not buying any furniture. So this small company in Harlow that is trying to earn honest day's bread is suffering because of the debate and because of the possibility that Britain might leave the European Union. It was a very difficult decision for me. I thought about it every day for many months, and a lot of it, of the European Union, is not perfect. A lot of it I don't like. But the most important thing for me as the town's MP, the most important thing is to keep jobs in our town, to bring back jobs to Harlow, to keep the prosperity of our town, because without jobs people can't provide for their families. Without jobs the shops won't survive. In Harlow they'll close down again as they did during the recent recession. And that is why I've opted to vote to stay in the European Union, because of companies like this, and many others by the way, approaching me and saying these are Harlow companies employing local people, local residents, saying that they are incredibly worried because they know they will lose jobs. And believe me, it's these companies, these small businesses in Harlow know 10 times more than any politician about what's really going to happen, know 10 times more than any journalist about what is going to happen, the possibility, the risk, the leap into the dark, the threat to jobs if we leave the European Union. That's why I say I think, and having met these companies and spoken to many employers across our town, that we'll be stronger, safer and better off ultimately if we stay in the European Union.
Robert Halpin, thank you very much.